Good morning, African Stars International School learners. I'm Miss Taina, your grade 5 English teacher. Welcome to Term 2, your English Lesson 11. Our topic for today, we are going to learn about auxiliary and modal verbs. But before we start with our lesson, I would like to give you feedback to our classwork we did in our previous lesson. We were asked to write an advertisement. A written advertisement should interest, stimulate, and influence the customer, convince the buyer, be targeted, specific, provide the necessary information such as the price, the contact details, and the physical address, be simple and memorable. So please make sure that in your advertisement, one can see your target market. Who are you targeting? The product that you have chosen, are you going to sell it to adults, business people, teenagers, farmers, or who? And you should use persuasive language in order to convince the buyers so that they can come and buy your product. And your advertisement should provide all the necessary information such as the price of your products, contact details, if people want to contact you, physical address where your shop is located so people can come and buy. Make sure all these points mentioned here made part of your advertisement. Auxiliary verb and modal verbs. Verbs are often found with helping verbs or auxiliary verbs. We know what verbs are. Verbs are doing word, right? Yes. Now, we only don't have verbs, but we also have helping verbs. These words make it appropriate for the verbs to be understood, or they are helping the main verbs. These verbs help to change tenses and to make questions and negative sentences. For example, if you are saying, I am baking. Baking is a verb, right? So, I am. Am is a helping verb which shows that it is a present tense. So, verbs helps to change the tense. Now, if you baked yesterday, you are no longer going to say, I am baking. You are going to say, I was baking. So, the word was or I baked. I was baking. Was tells you that that action was done in the past tense. Examples of auxiliary verbs are words such as did, am, is, are, do, does, have, had, have, and has. For example, he does his homework. Does is an auxiliary verb. It is a helping verb. I am here. Am is an auxiliary verb. They are not playing. Are is an auxiliary verb. So auxiliary verbs are just helping verbs, words that help main verbs. Now let us move on to modal verbs. Modal verbs are also helping verbs. But now these ones, we use them with the main verbs to show that we need or are able to do an action. Okay, for modal verbs, we use them as helping verbs. But with modal verbs, we use them to show that we are able to do something or to show that we need to do something. Let us look at the examples of modal verbs. Can, may, might, must, should. Let us use these examples in sentences. This wall is low. I can jump over it. This wall is low. I can jump over it. Can shows ability to do something. It shows that you are able to do an action. You may leave the room. You may leave the room. May is a modal verb. Shows that you are obliged to do something, you can do something. We must stop for the red light. We must stop for the red light. Must is a modal verb. It tells you that you need to do something. Our classwork for today is taken from our grammar book on page 18. You are going to do number 6. Complete the sentences with will or shall. These ones are modal verbs. So you are going to complete these sentences by using the word will or the word shall. Good luck with your classwork. We have come to the end of today's lesson. Answers to the classwork will be provided in our next lesson. Remember to keep safe, wash your hands, and avoid crowded places in order to fight COVID-19. I thank you.